Sainers, welcome to Saints TV. Welcome to Saints TV Weekly for May 20th, 2024. Obviously, thanks to our sponsors, Inglewood Coffee Roasters. Check them out on www.inglewoodcoffeeroasters.com.au. Use the discount code SaintsTV24 and you get 40% off coffee, tea and chai products. And I'll tell you what, after the weekend, I'm going to need a lot of Inglewood coffee this week. The reason being, we went down to Fremantle by 17 points in round 10, takes us to 3-7. I have a bit of a mental breakdown on my review, so check that out. There's a good 14 minutes there. You can see the moment my heart splits into. There's a bit of a Simpsons reference there. It was just a dour game. We only kicked 8 goals, 3 of which were from Machida Owens, and Rowan Marshall pretty much was the lone hand across the ground for the entire game. Puts us in a very, very difficult position in 14th on the ladder. Hawthorn would have gone above us, but they coughed up a very big lead against Port yesterday, so a bit lucky there not to be even lower. Crowd was 19,265, not great. And yeah, a lot of question marks to be raised there. We did see Paddy Dow return. Collard got a full game. So yeah, it was a couple of things there, but yeah, it's just same old. Inability to score, getting dominated around the ground, and just not a spectacle, just not something to get excited about, which is really disappointing. And now we move on, and we've got Melbourne, who are on the rebound off a shock loss to West Coast at the MCG on Sunday. Swinging to VFL, there was actually some really good news at the VFL, unlike the AFL. The VFL side took care of Richmond by 110 points, led by Brad Crouch, Matty Allison, who kicked 5, and Hugo Garcia. Really, really strong performances across the board. I think that's one of the biggest wins in a while. Crouch had 38 disposals and 5 clearances. Garcia had 11 tackles, 10 inside 50s and 8 clearances on top of his 29 possessions. So very, very good. A lot of people did say that Hunter Clark was essentially the best player on the ground. He had 25 touches with 2 goals and 6 clearances and just looked very silky, and no one could lay a glove on him, which is really exciting. Ollie Houghton, 21 disposals and a goal. Max Heath did well for 2 goals and a personal best, 24 disposals. So good on you, Max Heath. And Jack Hayes bagged 2 goals. So I did think that Jack Hayes was managed because he was injured, but he's actually being managed and he played. So and he chopped out Campbell in the ruck. So interesting that we dropped Jack Hayes so quickly when we can't kick goals. But anyway, Angus Hasty, 21 disposals. Ronnie Burns, 20 disposals. So overall, a very, very good day. And obviously, Matty Allison with 5 and looked very, very good on the day. So really strong performance there. And given the way we played in the AFL, I dare say we're going to see probably Crouch. Who else is there? Clark, maybe Garcia. There's option of Hayes, or even debuting Matty Allison. He's kicked 5. And I mean, we've got to see him at some point, don't we? Or is he just going to be perennial VFL superstar? I don't know. But there's options there. Swinging to the injury list very quickly, James Van Es has been moved to the inactive list as he continues his rehabilitation from ankle surgery. I believe this means now mid-season draft, we have a selection in the top 5, I think. So because he's on the long-term injury list, we can select someone. Dan Butler was a week there, so you dare say he might come back this week, maybe through the VFL. Or you bring Butler in and Jack Higgins. I forget to mention Jack Higgins returning from his ridiculous 3-game suspension. So good to have him back. We desperately need our small presence there, and he was in good form before his suspension. Irish Shawmaker was 1 week with concussion, so he'll be back at Sandy this week. And James Van Es, obviously, I just said he moved to the inactive list with his ankle for the season, which is really, really disappointing. I'm very bullish about James Van Es. I think he's sort of the fullback that we've been missing. Obviously hasn't played AFL level and not much of VFL, but I just have a good feeling about him. So fingers crossed next season he can really hit the ground running. Fixture for rounds 16 to 23 has been released. So let's just quickly go over it. I haven't really delved into it too much, but there are a lot of Marvel games. It's a ridiculous fixture, actually, when I look at it. So we've got Port Adelaide in round 16 at Marvel. Sydney Swans round 17 at Marvel. Adelaide Crows, Adelaide Oval. For round 18, round 19, West Coast at Marvel, round 20, Essendon at Marvel, round 21, Brisbane at Marvel, Round 22, Richmond at Marvel. Saturday, round 23 Saturday, Geelong at Marvel. And then round 24 to be decided against Carlton at Marvel. So after the bye, I can't believe we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of 9 at Marvel Stadium. The frustrating thing is that advantage really doesn't mean anything when you're 3 and 7. We're chasing tails. So if we were at least like 5 and 5 right now, and then you play Melbourne, you win or you lose, and then you go into the bye or whatever, and you have this sort of stretch of games, you think, well, okay, we're on here. But the fact that we're 3 and 7 kind of just negates any sort of advantage we have with this fixture. But they are all informed, like a lot of them are informed teams. Port Adelaide, Sydney, Adelaide gaining steam, West Coast informed, Essendon informed, Brisbane picking up, Richmond obviously disappointing, Geelong and always difficult, and then Carlton by round 24. Who knows where they'll be at. So very, very difficult games, but they're the difficult games you might as well have at your home ground, and that's what we have. So that's the fixture there. Footy tipping update. I can't believe actually there was someone that got 9 this week. I don't know. Username Jackie M. I've sent you a message for your prize. They tipped West Coast. They were like, I don't understand. Good on you, Jackie. You've done a good job. What did I get? I got 6 this week, I believe, and I'm sitting 39th out of the 212. The current leader is Joey's Choice, outright 64 overall. And they got 6 this week, so dropping off the pace there. A couple of people gaining steam. But yeah, that's the tipping for this week. Obviously, we've got Melbourne, so this week it'll be a build-up to that on Sunday at 3:20 at the MCG. I'll hopefully be doing a little podcast during the week with Adrian from the Debrief, so keep an eye on the streams for that. And then obviously the previews and Saints TV Live, all that, the teams, previews and all that will be coming out during the week. So again, thanks to Inglewood Coffee Roasters for sponsoring the video. Very, very disappointing week in Saints land. Let's see what happens this week. I mean, who the hell knows, honestly. So yeah, thanks guys. Enjoy your week. And as always, go you mighty Saints. See you guys.